the final topic in the La Trobe University career module on finding a job. It focuses on creating your own work opportunities. Change is here to stay. Like the world around us, the nature of work is undergoing a lot of change. Organisations are less likely to stay the same for long periods of time, and jobs are less fixed. Jobs are affected by global communications, products, services, markets, and issues. New technologies are also altering the way we communicate on a local, regional, and global scale. People across the world are more interconnected than ever before. We're using different tools and infrastructure to create products and services, and we need smarter ways to produce, provide, and distribute them. Also, we're relying less on local markets and competing more in global markets. We can imagine the future, but we can't predict it. For instance, today, robots and smart machines are becoming more commonplace within industry and daily life, and this is affecting the demand for specific skills and jobs. It means fewer career opportunities in some areas, more in others, so we need to be adaptable. What does all this mean for your career? To manage your career, you'll need to be able to adapt to change and actively seek out work opportunities to get where you want to go at different stages. Flexibility is essential. Change can open up new opportunities. For instance, it creates demand for new services and products. It brings about new kinds of jobs or new ways to do existing jobs. New services and products can provide new ways to do work. Wi-Fi, social media, smartphones and tablets mean we don't always have to work in the one location. Depending on what needs to get done, we might work in an office, in a community setting, at home, in a cafe, in a co-working space, in a client's workplace or in their home. We can work with colleagues and clients and access information and ideas in a range of places. We can be more mobile, more flexible. We can connect and collaborate locally, regionally, and globally. It's now easy and cheap for people with common aims and interests to connect, pool their skills and resources, and collaborate on specific projects that might have a local, regional, or global focus. Working relationships can be short-term and project-based rather than long-term. This style of working is somewhat like working on group projects at uni. The skills and experiences you gain can carry over to the paid work you'll do as a graduate. Group projects at uni, volunteer roles, and casual or part-time jobs all fit the definition of work and look great on your resume. They are opportunities to develop experience, flexibility, skills and strengths that you can draw on throughout your career. When it comes to finding work related to your degree, think outside the square. Instead of waiting to apply for the right job when it comes along, could you develop your own work opportunities? You've probably heard the phrase, find your passion. There is actually a connection between success, job satisfaction, the things we are good at, and what we are passionate about. Many successful leaders, business people, entrepreneurs, artists, and other professionals talk about passion as a driving force in their work and their achievements. Think about your passion, interests, and skills. Look at the possibilities beyond what's familiar. Network, use your initiative, take risks. How can you use your knowledge and skills in new ways, in different settings? Why not try a small or short-term project? Freelancing is one way to generate your own work opportunities. It involves providing services to a range of clients, setting or negotiating payment rates, and actively putting yourself forward for work. For example, editing, fashion styling, creating videos, or optimizing company websites. Organisations might cut costs by accessing certain skills on an occasional or project basis instead of having a specialist on staff all year round. Agency, temping, and emergency teaching roles aren't strictly freelance, but they do involve providing services for different employers to meet their short-term needs. One way to find a job is to create one by starting your own small business based on a special skill, interest, or passion. It might be a small thing you develop part-time or on the side. Sometimes the know-how and confidence to get started comes from being involved in a family business. Other people get started by tapping into formal small business training or a support program. Are you good with ideas and able to make things happen? Entrepreneurs are forward thinkers who come up with new business models and ideas. They invest and risk their own money and time on making them happen, with the aim of making a profit. People like Bill Gates, Anita Roddick and Dick Smith are examples of famous big-time entrepreneurs. But entrepreneuring doesn't have to involve large-scale enterprise. Entrepreneurial thinking can be effective on a small, local scale too. Social enterprises apply business and entrepreneurial principles to initiatives that benefit the community. Local examples include The Big Issue, To Pocket Fair Trade, Street, Kinfolk, and Shebeen. You could become involved with a social enterprise as a volunteer or in a paid professional role. What about being an intrapreneur? This involves identifying a place for your skills, ideas, and vision within a company that already exists and negotiating a paid role with them. Intrapreneurs are basically entrepreneurs who bring innovation and new business ideas to a workplace from within. Consultants also generate their own work. They have specialised expert skills and knowledge that individuals and organisations pay to access on a short-term basis. To be a consultant, you need a high level of professionalism, lots of experience, insight, and a strong track record. As we've seen, to manage your career, you'll need to keep adapting to change and seeking out work opportunities to get where you want to go. Could you try something out on a full-time or part-time, short-term or medium-term basis? Would you prefer to work on your own, team up with a friend, operate as part of a collective, or join a larger company? If you have the right skills and qualities, your job options might include providing services as a temp, freelance, entrepreneur or consultant, joining a social enterprise, or starting a small business. You might be surprised by the information, ideas and support on offer. This includes specialised university subjects and courses, short courses, websites, business incubators, local and online networks, and co-working spaces. 5. Note to self: think laterally. Explore some other work options that fit my skills and interests. Next step: do the reading and activities on creating your own work opportunities.